Chairperson, distinguished delegates. My name is Amiya Chakraborty. I am working with Dhruvatara Youth Development Foundation from the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The civil society organizations here in Samarkand asked me to share our statement for the opening of the 21st CRIC. I would like to express our gratitude to the people of Government of Uzbekistan for hosting the CRIC meeting, and to the UNCCD Secretariat for co-organizing it. I would also like to express our appreciation to the governments that are financially supporting the activities of UNCCD CSOs and the CSO panel, and the strong continuous engagement of civil society to this convention. While I am giving this statement, the entire world is facing new challenges related to the climate change, economic recession, wars, and other conflicts that are increasing the threats to our land, food security, and well-being. We need to increase joint efforts for addressing land degradation. Together, as CSO, we have come up with 5 key messages to all the parties to the UNCCD before we are heading to Saudi Arabia. To develop and implement LDN plans that are complementary and coherent with climate change and biodiversity plans, and ensure timely, efficient, better monitoring, reporting and communication processes of LDN, and especially of local LDN actions such as agroecological approaches and regenerative practices. To implement drought policies that support community-led conservation and restoration of natural ecosystems, facilitate agroecological approaches and regenerating practices, limit land and water-intensive business practices, encourage cross-sectoral, multi-level and international knowledge exchange on drought mitigation, preparedness and response. To secure meaningful inclusion of women, youth, local communities and indigenous people into decision-making for LDN policy development, implementation and monitoring. To collect data on legitimate land tenure, rights and facilitate knowledge exchange and inform practice development on the implementation of VCCTs at national, subnational and local levels. And to support local LDN actions and local communities and knowledge exchange with other local communities, CSOs, policymakers, scientists by accessible funding mechanisms, including small grants that consider the characteristics and the requirements of local group and the organization in grassroots level to support them. In addition, we have 3 messages on the process of CRIC. Firstly, we applaud the continuation of the Gender Caucus and looking forward to seeing much more interaction on Gender Action Plan and women's rights. Secondly, we see that in the provisional agenda of the 21st CRIC that gender and land rights are being merged into one agenda item, which is not aligned with the importance and the relevance to these 2 topics for effectively halting land degradation and achieving LDN. We therefore urge to the parties here at CRIC to have gender and tenure rights as 2 separate topics on the CRIC agenda. And following the previous UNCCD gatherings, we call upon the parties to include the recommendations of the CSOs in the CRIC 21st report and to incorporate these key elements in the decision to be taken at COP16. Thank you all.